10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So my name's Eddie Fryer, and I am the Idaho League Director for the NICA program here in the state. We have 26 different teams really representing almost every corner of the state. We are part of a national organization. It's the National Interscholastic Cycling Association, which is NICA. There are now 31 leagues just like Idaho across the country. NICA was started in 2009 as a national nonprofit to basically bring this sport of interscholastic mountain biking to as many student athletes as we possibly could across the country. And it's blown up since then. In 2009, it was made up of 3 leagues. Now we've got 31. We've got over 20,000 student athletes that are participating all over the country. 10,000 volunteer coaches that are all licensed through our program to help support what these kids are doing out there on the trail. So it's just been amazing to be a part of this national movement to get more kids on bikes.
Oh, I've been riding since I'm a freshman. This will be my 4th year and sadly my last year. It's been a big part of my high school life, so I'm gonna miss it.
Getting kids outdoors and building their confidence and their understanding that some things in life are hard, but like mountain biking can be pretty dang hard, but it's worth the effort and it provides a tremendous reward afterward. So teaching kids that there's difficulty in life, but that it's super rewarding, and that's what this league is all about to me.
I have seen a lot of confidence building through this sport, a lot of teamwork. Another thing that's really special about our sport is we've got males and females out here together, and in this age group they don't always have that opportunity to participate in sport together. Just to see them all just do more than they ever thought they could.
If you could push through how you felt and climbed up that hill, man, when schoolwork gets hard or stuff in your social life gets hard, same thing, just persevere. Maybe if things like that are possible, then what's next?
I can do it, I can do it, I am strong, which gets kind of tiring as you say it like 20,000 times, but it's something that I use every day, not just in biking.
So one of our top priorities in organizing these events is the safety of our student athletes and everyone that attends the event. From the first year of this league, we've also had a great partner in St. Luke's.
We have athletic trainers and a mobile sports medicine team that travels to the events to provide medical coverage for not only the athletes, but those who come to watch.
We have course marshals that are out there on course, making sure that during the race day, everyone's being monitored to respond to an incident if something occurs.
Working with the race staff, we take a look at each event and where it's held, what the course looks like. So we pre-ride the courses, and then we're able to map out where potential injuries may happen.
And they're out here at every race making sure that if something does happen, immediately the student athlete is being taken care of.
What I like the most about the races is definitely just going out and being here with the team in the middle of nowhere and having fun for the weekend, not just the actual race, but the whole shabam.
So none of these events would be possible without, hundreds of volunteers coming out every race and helping us out.
We rely heavily on volunteers. We cannot do any of these races without volunteers. They help with course setup, they help with infield setup, crossing guards.
We have about 1,000 volunteers over the course of our season that sign up, put all this work into making everything look the way it does out here.
I think that people come and volunteer with NICA because they see what a great program it is. Everybody's included. Nobody sits on the bench. Everybody gets to play. And they see that, and I think they look back at their childhood and go, man, I was the one sitting on the bench. I was the one that wasn't able to participate. And I think they see this program and go, I will do whatever needs to be done to help the league go.
Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this, and so we're just super grateful for their help.
My favorite course that I did last year would probably be Bogus Basin because of the really fun steep uphills, and then they have a lot of really fun downhill and some really nice switchbacks.
throughout our fall racing season, we get to race at 6 just incredible destinations. Brundage Mountain Resort, just north of McCall. Grand Targhee Resort over in eastern Idaho, had a great race over there. Galena Lodge up near Sun Valley. Magic Mountain, which is south of Twin Falls, which is just this amazing destination, hidden gem of our state that not very many people know about. Jug Mountain Ranch in the McCall area. And then Bogus Basin Resort for the state championship race.
All of our courses are a little bit different. You'll have some that are really rocky, some of them that are rooty and lots of trees.
Some courses might have a lot of climbing, other courses have some technical descending. Sometimes there's just some dusty, fluffy corners that you have to learn how to negotiate.
Each course and each trail has something very different to offer.
It's just really cool to look around and see all these families and these kids who get to travel together, get to come, ride their bikes at these great places, but then, they hang out and they camp for the weekend, and they get to see parts of the state that they probably wouldn't otherwise be able to see. And it's really cool to be a part of that and be able to put this together for them so that they can come and do that.
Our coaches are so fun. They're the best. They're funny, and they actually allow us to do some stuff. Yeah, they're just fun to ride with.
They're not really like coach, actually. It's like riding buddies. Pretty much like riding buddies, honestly.
Yeah.
So none of this would be possible without the coaches that we have here in the Idaho League that work with these student athletes, make sure that they're getting the proper training and preparation, for these events.
Like probably every other coach out there, their kids started riding mountain bikes, and I wanted to do that with them and be there with them, and lo and behold, I'm a coach now.
We have a very structured coach licensing program through NICA that these coaches are able to go through 3 levels of licensing, 1, 2, or 3, depending on what their availability is and how much time they want to put into it.
The NICA training that I attended was awesome. That organization is dialed in. It is so organized and so well ran. It's easy to be a coach for. They set clear expectations for us, from safety to first aid to how to run a practice to how to recognize abilities.
We provide lots of opportunities for them to go out, get the training that they need, that they then bring back to their team.
They rode bikes with us and actually coached us how we ought to coach other kids.
To get these kids ready and make sure that they're safe, make sure they're having a good time and keeping it all fun at the same time.
What a great seat now is to watch your kiddo do that thing that they love to do.
Parents from other teams will cheer you on. No matter what team you're on, they're cheering for us. It's just really cool.
When we first started in the league, we had, I think, 5 riders at that first race. We were probably the smallest team there. And we showed up and our eyes got about as big as golf balls, because it was just amazing the level of enthusiasm and the level of organization and just everything that went into it. It was a lot more than I thought it would be.
The races are absolutely amazing. If you've never been to a race and you see it, it's an amazing, amazing setup. It's a world-class event. You'd almost have to go to a U.S. cycling event or some other large event to get the quality of support that you see at a NICA event.
At our second race, one of the teams came over to our pit tent with a big basket of bars and a welcome card signed by all the students on their team, welcoming us to the league.
We've got kids ages 6th grade through 12th grade all having this experience together. We've got families out here together. We have community members that come and volunteer with us.
Here's this huge, hundreds of kids out riding, tons of coaches, and a big production, and yet it's personal enough that teams are welcoming each other to the league when they show up. That's what really told me, yeah, this is a cool place to be.
So it's been an incredible opportunity for me. NICA and the Timberline mountain bike team has truly changed my life.
So just want to take a minute to just thank everyone for making this all possible. Without our core staff, without the coaches, without the student athletes, the volunteers coming out every race, and without just the incredible sponsors that we have that support our program, none of this would exist. None of this would happen. And these kids from across the state would not have the opportunity to come out and do what we as adults all wish we had when we were kids. And so thank you so much for everything that you do.
I like the atmosphere. Everybody's so happy and nice to each other. Even on the races, I would have expected people to be kind of rude, but they're actually nice when they want to pass you. It's like, okay.
Downhill is my favorite part for riding bikes.
Yeah.
Hitting jumps and berms, pretty fun.
Crashing?
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, you gotta learn to crash right.
If you don't bail, you'll fail. Nope, I just came up with that just now.
That's pretty good. Ride or die.
Ride or die.
I mean, it really helps us when our coaches push us because it just drives us to do better.
And everything we do, for sure. Thank you.